When you were born, your mother had to put in for an application for a birth certificate. You got a birth certificate. You became all capitalized. You was issued a number, which became your straw man for the government. This is, let me get it right here. Okay, there we go. That's pretty good. This is flesh and blood. This is your straw man. This one is not true. This one is true. So when you became all capital, which is your straw man, and capitalized letters, you became capital for the United States government. They took your birth certificate and they put it on the U.S. Stock Exchange and they sold it. This is actual money. It is legal tender. Right here you can see that it is a certificate. This is a certificate. So that's how they get your money, get your strong man to make money. When they opened up the Federal Reserve Office, which I think was 1933, they came out with a note like this. And it says up here in the corner, this note is legal tender for all debts, public and private. It is all capitalized. Before they issued that, we had the gold and silver standard, which is still in all capital letters. This certificate is legal tender for all debts, public and private. I want you to notice, certificate, certificate. Now, this one is equal to this one, which is equal to this one. Therefore, money is nothing. It's all a lie. In 1933, they have an act, come up with an act that's called HGR-192 or HGR-192. And it was the 73rd Congress first session. And it's a joint resolution to assure a foreign value to the coins and currency of the United States. Whereas the holding of dealing in gold efforts the public interest and therefore subject to paper regulation and restorations, and whereas as the existing emergency has disclosed that previous of obligations which were purported to give the obligee a right to require payment in gold or particular kind of coin or currency of the United States or in the amount of money of the United States, measuring whereby of the power of Congress to regulate the value of money of the United States are incorporated, which to declare the policy of the Congress to maintain at all times the equal power of every dollar, coin, or issue by the United States in the market and in the payment of debt. Now, therefore, be it resolved by the Senate and House of Representatives of the United States of America in Congress assembled that A, every provision contained in or made with the respect of any obligation which the purpose to give the obligee all rights to require payment in gold or a particular kind of coin or currency or in an amount of money of the United States measured hereby is declared to be against public policy and so much provision contained in or made with respect to any obligation hereafter incurred. Wherefore, or not much provision is contained therein or made with the respect thereto shall be discharged upon payment, dollar for dollar, in any such coin or currency which at any time is legal tender for public and private debt, of any such provision contained in any law authorizing obligations to be issued by or under the authority of the United States is hereby replaced, but with the repeal of any such provision shall not invalidate any other provision or authority containing to such law. They are talking about this money. Oops, upside down. This money here is what they are talking about. They went from this one to this one. B. As in resolution, the term obligation means to obligate, including every United States accepted currency, payable in money of the United States, and the term coin or currency, meaning coin or currency of the United States, including Federal Reserve notes, and currency notes of the Federal Reserve. Banks and National Banking Associations, Section 2. The first sentence of the paragraph of the Section B of the Section 43 of the Act entitled An Act to Reveal the Existing National Economic Emergency by Increasing Agricultural Purchasing Power to Arise, reveal for the extraordinary expenses including by reason of such emergency, to provide emergency relief with the respect of agricultural indebtedness, to provide for the orderly liquidation of joint stock, land, banks, and for other purposes approved the May the 12th, 1933, is amended to read as follows. All coins and currency of the United States, including Federal Reserve notes, and declaring notes of Federal Reserve banks and National Banks Association, hereunto and hereafter coined or issued, shall be legal tender for all debts for public and private, public charge, taxes, duties, and dues, except for gold coin, when below the standard weight and limit of the tolerance provided by the law for the single price, shall be legal tender only at value in population to their actual weight. Approved June the 5th, 1933 at 4:30 p.m. See also the history of how we were put in this converse game. So look up dual trust, and that will give you a lot of information. To try to sum it up, when we went to this type of money, using this type of certificate, we made a national debt. The national debt is up here. Okay? And every time we use this, it goes higher. So what we do is we use the acceptance for value to make it go down. We use it dollar for dollar. Now this brings us to HGR-192, which is like this on your bill. And this right here, is equal to this, which is equal to this. So, the address to that would be New York office, 58th East, 68th Street, New York, New York, 10065. I hope this helps to show you what the acceptance for value is.